Right guys, welcome back. So today's video we're going to be modifying, upgrading, changing, however you want to say it. We're going to be working on the headline. Now this is going to be a temporary modification because in the near future I'm going to be fitting a pop top, and when you fit the pop top that I'm going to use, because you've got to cut like a front section out of the headline and out of the roof, it comes quite far forward. 60% I'd probably say the headlining is gone. For this video we're going to dye the original headlining from the whitey, creamy, whatever you want to call it, from the off colour. We're going to dye it black in a cheap DIY, do-it-yourself kind of way. And I'm going to show you how to do it for a budget, under a very small budget of £5 to £7. We're going to dye this whole headline in black, hopefully improve the interior look. I am going to wrap it suede. It's going to be wrapped Alcantara eventually, but I won't do that until I've got all the pop top in and I've modified it all to fit, because then it will be permanent. This is just a temporary video to show you guys, if you're not fitting a pop top or anything and you want to do more of a black trim, this is a cheap DIY way of doing it, and the results I'm hoping are going to be quite good. Like I said, it's going to be £5 to £6. It's not going to be much money. Let's get out. We're going to buy the materials. We're going to use black shoe polish for this, and we're going to dye the whole headline in black, and I'm going to show you the process. So less talking, more action. Let's get out there. Wait, mate, did you sell shoe polish?
£6, please.
So I've just been and got the shoe polish. This is it here. I bought 6 of them. It was £1 each, just from the pound shop. So we'll give it a go. So stay tuned. Smash that thumbs up button if you're excited to see the results, and let's see how we get on. Headline is out. I've cleaned it all off. I've hoovered it all off. I've cleaned it on the other side from the mouse. We're going to get the first coat of this on, see how it looks, see how it turns out. Let's get started. Right guys, so I actually think it's turning out, it's looking quite good. That's it now. This is one coat, this is one wet coat. This is tips I'll give you is: 1, do it outside, don't do it inside, because you'll ruin the floor. I haven't really got any overspray anywhere, so it's good, but this room's in full decoration state, so it doesn't really matter. Plus it's raining badly outside, so I was a bit impatient. So do it outside, 100%. Wear gloves as well. I would recommend gloves because it's quite difficult to get off. By the time I've got 3 coats on this, that'll look perfect. The rubber bottle will take about 10 coats, I reckon, to get it as dark as what this will finish like in 2 or 3 coats. So I recommend scrapping that. What I did was I actually cut the top off, and I bought this little bottle for 50p, a little spray bottle, and I poured the polish into this, and all I did was spray it on, as you saw in the video. I've been spraying it on. These aren't the best spray pattern, but I mean, you can do this, afford to do this quite wet. I mean, you can see how wet I've been painting it, spraying it. I recommend doing that. This is, I've got 4 bottles of polish in there and on here. So far this has cost me £4. I mean, look at that guys, for £4, brilliant. So once I've done a couple more coats, this will be absolutely awesome. Let's see, carry on, and let's see how I can get it finished. Right, so we're going to try this now. Obviously we've done the headlining, we used the spray bottle method for that and the dabbing method. Now using the same stuff, the black shoe polish, we're going to try and see how the sun visors turn out. Now I have to paint, if this works well, I have to paint the plastic areas, because that won't you know, do a good job. But we're going to try and dye them. I'm going to try it. It's all trial and error, so it doesn't really matter if it fails, because what I'll do is I might drop these off to an upholstery shop and actually get them leather wrapped, because I think I might try myself, but I think it's probably going to be a little bit out of my skill level, maybe you could say, when it comes to wrapping something like as complicated as that. So we'll try it now. I'll move the camera and we'll see how we get on. So we've got the part here. Got a fresh shoe polish bottle. So pop the lid inside. Bit of a squeeze, let it soak in. What I'll do is I'll do this on the underside. Let's think about this. Yes, so that is up against the roof lining. So 90% of the time these are up. So if it fails, then it doesn't look too bad if I need to put it back in for now. So just start in the middle and we'll work our way slowly. Just doing small circles, just trying to get as even coverage as possible. So what I'll do now is I'm going to leave that. As you can see, that's what it's like. Now how well the light is in here. That's what it looks like. I'm going to leave this 10 minutes. You can see there's a line here where it's really wet. So I'm going to leave it 10 minutes, see how it turns out, come back, and then I'll load this bit back up and show you the result. See if we can gauge whether this is going to work or not. Right, so I've done 3 coats now. Only light coats, but you can now see as we're going along, it's starting to get rid of and all blend into one, so you can't see the swirl marks or a bit of wetter, sort of more wet polish, wetter, is that even a word? You can't see where the polish is more wet than the rest. I mean, it seems okay, it's dry. If I scratch it, scratches very slightly, but you know, I mean, I was digging that in then. It's quite robust, you know, these aren't really got to do any work, so I'm quite happy with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this off. I'm going to keep doing some coats. I'm probably going to do about 5 coats on each one. I'm not in a rush, I'm just chipping away at it, and then I'll load you back up. Right, so this is pretty much done. This is 5 coats. One thing I noticed is this actually pulls out, which is quite good. This I can't seem to get out, this plastic bit here, so what I'll do is I'm just going to scotch this back, sand it back a little bit, and just mask this up and just tape this plastic, just paint this plastic bit with an aerosol. I'll scratch this up, I'll scotch this and key the surface, and I'll paint this black the same. But to get this out, obviously goes in there. All I did was I just pulled it and was twisting at the same time. Takes a bit of pressure, but it does come out, which is good, because that means I can now paint on all this area here. This isn't completely finished. I'm probably going to go to about 10 coats on this to get complete coverage. It does feel a little bit sticky still, so I'm hoping that when it dries, it won't feel that sticky. But I mean, I think it looks really good. If you compare that to standard, or before I painted it, look at the difference. How much better does that look? It's worlds apart in my opinion, so I'm really happy with that. Right, so we're coming to the end of this video now. You've seen how good it looks in the house. That's the black headlining finished. I mean, there's a couple of scratches now on it, which you can see here, but that's actually imperfections in the headlining before I started it. I finished this on the one coat. I didn't bother continuing because this is going to get cut up very soon. I'm fitting the pop top, so obviously when that gets cut, there's 70% of it's gone, so it's kind of pointless putting it all back in just to show you that. But what I am going to do is, my friend's just done similar to his. So this is their van, or bus rather. It's currently on air ride, which mine's going to be on soon as well, similar. So it's going to look like that, hopefully. Now it might be a little bit dark in here because all their trim's black, etc. But we'll see how we get on. But if you can see that, I don't know how well you can see it. That is how good the headlining finishes. When you put a couple of free coats on, this is like free coats, and look at that compared to, if you look at that bit of plastic trim there, that was the colour before. Look at the difference. So that's what this, obviously they've got a pop top, so they've had to cut it, which is exactly what I've got to do to mine. But look at the difference, and they've done their sun visors black as well, the same as I have, and I think the difference is phenomenal. So yeah, that's basically just quickly showing you, because there's no point me fitting it, as I've mentioned, there's no point me fitting it to that to take it back out, because I'm currently taking everything out of that at the moment because I'm only a month or so away from fitting the pop top. So I want to get all the grinding and cutting done, so that when I start putting the leather trim and everything back in and the B pillars wrapped and everything, then it goes in to stay. So that's it really, just a little DIY mod. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.